I just can't see overall about you to start to the season, the first 4 games. It looks like you guys are still kind of learning to find yourselves. Yeah, what's your kind of your take on how you guys have started off so far?
Yeah, I think we're still trying to figure out what kind of team we need to be in that. I think we're still trying to figure out the new standards of play from the NCAA and what the referees are going to call and what they're not. Every game we've played so far, there's been a boatload of penalties in that. So pretty much all the games have come down to special teams being the most important thing. So I just think it's right now it's just been a season of learning, to be honest with you.
And ask Jacobson about it too. Obviously, you have the challenge of replacing 2 All-Americans on defense, and you throw in these new rules on top of it. How big of a test has that been for your defensive unit to kind of deal with both those factors at the start of the year?
Yeah, it's kind of everyone, to be honest with you. We're trying to figure out how we need to defend out there. It seems like there's different calls being made. There's a little bit of inconsistency, and to the refs, with the referees, they're trying to learn the new standards and stuff too, and the coaches are trying to learn it, and the players are trying to learn it. We're trying to tell our players how they need to play and everything, and it's just seems like a little bit of inconsistency right now. So hopefully, as the season goes on, it starts to smooth itself out.
Even though it's kind of a tough day to day, do you feel like there were some good things, the fact that you guys kind of weathered a rough first period and were able to kind of salvage a tie out of a game where maybe statistically it looked like you would have been beat by 2 or 3 goals,
Yeah, to be honest with you, we were pretty lucky to salvage a tie out of that game right there. I thought we got outplayed. I thought they outworked us. We just looked out of sync, and there was a lot of areas that we need to get better at. Especially with Wisconsin coming into town next weekend.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Could that be the kind of game where if people can kind of work both ways? Could that maybe spark people to really wake up because they know they have to, or they could get embarrassed out there, kind of thing? Or,
Yeah. They definitely. We got the #1 team in the country coming into town, and they're a pretty deep team. You can't take a couple shifts off in a row, or they're going to make you pay. So, we talked to the players about it after the game here, that we need to learn from our mistakes and the way we played this weekend, and we definitely got to improve in some areas if we want to be able to compete with Wisconsin next weekend.
Yes, first, just what kind of happened on the game time goal? What did you kind of see on that play?
I didn't really think that we were really ourselves, like our team identity tonight. I think we were just a little soft on little things. Like we just need to work on getting passes on the tape, little things like that, not getting frustrated, and just kind of stick with our system.
I had a feel to be able to pull out the tie and not have a loss today too for you guys.
It was definitely a relief to get the tie. I mean, I don't think we played to the best of our ability, but we did get a point, so we got to take the little victories out of it.
Yeah. How tough is it? I mean, it's coming off of last year and kind of having maybe a slow start this year. I know you guys won last weekend, but they weren't overwhelming. Probably like what you were expecting. But do you just feel like it's just a matter of time before this team clicks in again and you guys have,
Yeah, I definitely think so. We just have to know we're not the same team as last year, and everything's a learning curve, but we have to stick with it and just hold ourselves accountable.
How do you feel like you guys kind of weathered this game too? Because you had a tough first period. Obviously, I think it was like 15-3 in shots at one point, but you kept going and could have gone the other way. Do you feel like you guys kind of weathered the storm maybe? Or
Yeah, I think we kind of stuck with it, which was nice to see for our team character. I mean, in the first period, we did take a lot of penalties, which kind of set us back right from the beginning. At least we stuck with it throughout the game.
And for your end of the ice too, I was going to ask you, but obviously there's challenges of you lost a couple All-Americans that graduated, but you also got these new rules, and it's tougher too. How tough has it been to start the year for the defensive players in general, just with those 2 factors?
It's been very tough, actually. I find myself doing a lot of the same things I've always done, little bumps here and there, playing the body, and I'm getting called on it now. So there's definitely an adjustment period.
I mean, also, how is it just with adjusting too? Obviously, not having Aaron or Ramada here too. How tough of a challenge has that been for you guys at the start of the year?
Those were definitely 2 big players on our back end, and I mean, we have some great freshmen that came in, but it definitely hurts to lose them. The experience too.
Oh yeah. And with Wisconsin coming in next week too, I was just going to ask you, what are you guys looking forward to? About obviously you're going to have to get better quick. I would think if you're going to play with today, because they're going to be even tougher. But
yeah, we just need to put this weekend behind us and learn from it. Take the little victories we got and learn from the mistakes. And we have a big opportunity with the #1 team coming in next weekend, so we just have to go hard.
All right.